Alright, dog meat, I put together a deck made of things that disgust me as much as you. Alright, quick, happy Halloween goats, and let's get on the show. Normally I don't try to mention the holidays, but man, I just can't get away from this one. It might be a deal worth checking out. I can't seem to operate it, get it into my system. I'm stuck. Honestly, part of the challenge for me is not using money in the game. And Firecat's like, no, I don't want to buy it, don't want to use the money. But it's like, it's got a pumpkin. And depends on how much it costs. But I wanted you to see that I actually can kick some serious ass before I throw my sword. This is just a real quick battle. And it worked really good. And just take a look at it. I haven't chewed through anyone this quickly in a little while. And I don't know why I was so successful. I do, but I don't. It was just... I did a couple after that, just like it. Good times. Now, I have created, because of my son, the worst deck ever. I took the worst mobile units, I took the worst mines, I took the worst producer, and threw them together to make this pile of shit. Alright, I'm gonna speed through some of these, but I want you to know, if you think there's a worse card for any of these types, if you think there's a worse tower than the anti-aircraft, if you think there's a worse unit than the dog, if you think there's a worse unit or a worse building than the dog spawner, if you think there is a worse mine than the rolling mine, I actually saw someone use the sandbags the other day. I was like, because I've never seen anyone use the sandbags. It was amazing. But I put together the worst to see what I could learn from them. Yeah, and I also... Yeah, Selfish Coin's fought me quite a few times already, so he's probably like, what the freak, dude? This is the worst I've ever seen you do. And it is. This is the worst. But the thing is I always want to learn more about the intricacies of the game. And with that, I want to see different ways of doing things, different ways of utilizing these items. For instance, the dogs turned out not to be as bad as I thought. And I've seen people with the motorcycles and they've been kind of irritating. The smoke grenade can be a lifesaver. It slows everything down. Smoke grenade and dog combo. Very cheap, very effective. And a lot of this game is combinations. One thing you can do, a roving grenade behind something like that, devastating. Good call on Luke's part, by the way. I let him have... Actually, that was my battle. I let Luke have several of these also. That's Firecat, for those who don't realize my son has a normal name. But yeah, this monstrosity's mine. And the dog kennel, especially with the masses of dogs we had, produced what it could for action, but it wasn't, you know, my son's like, I think I have more respect for it. In truth, one of the things about this I kept trying to say is, Luke, we need to develop these cards before I make this deck. And he's like, don't waste your money on them, they're awful cards. But now he's looking at them like, well, some of these aren't so awful. And in truth, I don't believe there is a bad card, it's how you use it. Some cards just happen to be noticeably harder to use. In this combination, they're pretty much impossible to use. But we had a good time trying anyway. So if you see, here we go. Have the cannon out. The cannon's trying to do its thing. But the best I can do is get my butt handed to me because those sandbags are probably the worst card. You can argue it. I don't see anyone else using them like I do every other thing. So I would have to say, honestly, I think the sandbags may be the worst card. If you have an opinion, obviously, please write it in. If you've made it this far, you might as well like the video. Heck, subscribe to my channel. See, that's one of the problems. It costs so much to get that airplane out. The airplane is one of the hardest things to use. I still see people using it effectively. And if I made my deck around the plane a little better, I lost that one. But here we go again. Bang. We thought we'd try and take out... Yeah, we're getting nowhere. We're going to get some serious ugly on this one. Because this guy isn't actually that bad of a player. There are a couple that aren't in the game. Kudos for them. Go airplane, and here it goes! Yeah! Bam! Yeah, good times. Now, this one, I have to honestly say, goes in the direction I should have went for at least a star. I mean, I just couldn't do it, but here we go. This is gonna be awesome. Gonna take out one of these players' buildings, finally! Oh, crap. No! So, Luke, the designer of this deck, or co-designer of this deck, comes up with a better idea. We'll do a training battle. That makes sense. I don't know if you've tried the training battle since this has started, but holy cow. These things are usually ridiculously easy. You almost have to work at not winning. Until today. Yep. We found something the training battle could beat. If you make a deck bad enough, it will happen. It is honestly a struggle to win the training battle with this deck. So if you try the smoke grenade, the dog houses, the motorcycles, the sandbags, the gigantoplane, the track mine, singular dogs, and I can't remember what the rest. I think that actually might have been it. You will have the worst. Seriously, the worst deck. Oh my god. I'm being beaten by Dugout Doug, man. You know what it's like to be beaten by Dugout Doug. I didn't think it was possible. They put these things in here so an infant could win. You have to make the worst deck choices ever, and we did. We did for you. We humiliated ourselves with Dugout Doug. I feel sickened somehow. Cheapened. This is the worst. So, on to the next battle. Victor Hopeful, and we're hopeful for it. We're just hopeful we can make something work out of this, right, Victor? Yeah. So here's the deal. We are giving it our last shot on this. It is an impossibility to make this deck work, right? Wrong. With enough foresight and enough planning and either a synthetic character such as Victor Hopeful, someone who maybe was dropped on their head repeatedly, you know, someone like that, you can achieve victory with the worst deck ever.
What about a guy with a server crash?
Oh yeah, that guy. The guy whose server crashes,
or the one that
have him.
Or the guy that got all drugged out probably in the middle of the game.
Yeah, the guy who dropped heroin in the middle of the game and passed out. You know, whatever. But look at it. Here it comes. It is going to be my first and only victory with this deck. Because really, I'm never using this thing again. This is pathetic. Please tell me what you think the worst deck would be. Heck, write it into the comments. If you can make your own video, please put them in the comments. I might watch them. I have a variety of things I like to do. So thanks for watching again. This has been Dark Double Daddy. Fire Cat.
Goats
Goats
out.
out.